Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Today is Friday, May 23rd. We got Flex Friday on Prize Picks. Make sure you opt in on your promotions tab. We got a full slate of sports. We got 4 WNBA games, a full slate of MLB, and 1 NBA game. We got the Pacers versus the Knicks. Money line, I am taking the Knicks. Should be another close one. We'll be taking the Knicks to go over, which brings me to my first two picks. We'll provide two picks for MLB, NBA, and WNBA so you can mix and match and put on your Flex Friday slip. Don't stress about it, it's protected. So, first one I'm going to be going with for NBA, I'm going to go with Jalen Brunson. Stick with what works. Scored 43 points in game one. It was overtime, but he was a well over 35 without overtime. So anything with Jalen Brunson, I mean, they got to bounce back. I don't think they want to go down 2-0 heading into Indiana. So Jalen Brunson's going to have one of those games again, over 30 points. I'm taking his regular line on chalkboard and pair it up with a discount. But here on Prize Picks, I think you can take anything, any gobby you wish. 29.5, that's what I got it on chalkboard. I do have him going well over 30. I mean, 43, big game. They need him here. So anything with Jalen Brunson, probably his fantasy score here on Price Streaks would probably be best at 45. He had 44.7. Big reason due to the fact that he had turnovers. I think he had like 4 to 6 turnovers. So yeah, stick to his PRA or his points. I think either or are good options. Stay away from his fantasy score. It's not a good option. So points, 29.5. If you don't want to take Brunson, you got to take Towns. He had a big game in the first game. I think he's going to have another big game. 23.5 is solid. I do like the over. He had 35. I mean, he had 35, and Brunson had 43. So one of these two players you got to target on your slip. Either or, you might want to take Anthony Towns since it's a lower line at 23.5. I don't expect him to score 35 again, but since it's they're down 1-0, I think he's going to get 30 points along with Brunson as well. So one of these two guys, you can add them to your Flex Friday slip. As far as the Pacers side, I think the only one I do like is Halliburton or Nemhard. Either or, I believe Nesmith had a big game, but Halliburton, I think his assist is always in play. Check his assist line. He has a 12.5 demon. Might want to take one of his gobbies at 7.5. He had 11, but keep in mind there was overtime. I think his points and assists is best option. He had 42 in that first game. Probably going to regress just a tad bit, but he should easily clear this line of PA points and assists, PA. So let's head on over to MLB. We got a full slate. A lot of good pitchers pitching today as well. I'm going to have a mixture of all three sports on my Flex Friday slip. I will post that on my course shortly. Let's clear the board. Paul Skeens is pitching today. Chalkboard has a discount for him. Make sure you check out Chalkboard. They do have a discount with his pitching outs. Unfortunately, here on Price Picks, my top pick was pitching outs, but they took it off. They just made it into a demon. So probably his best option will be his pitcher strikeouts. I think he's going to go over his regular line at 6, and it's probably going to get bumped to 6.5. But Paul Skeens, you got to have him in there. Should be a good game against Milwaukee. I think it's going to be a pitcher's duel against Freddie Peralta. Next up is Matthew Boyd. And he's having a heck of a season for the Cubs. So for Matthew Boyd, best option is his fantasy score. Another pitcher's duel against Hunter Green. I think he's going to soar over. As you can see, a couple good teams. San Francisco, Mets, he's gone well over. His pitcher fantasy score almost went over against the Dodgers as well. Now he's going against Cincinnati. So this is a good option right here. Matthew Boyd over fantasy score. As far as the strikeouts, not much of a strikeout pitcher, but this season he's turned it around, which is a big reason. As you can see, his demon is a popular play. I wouldn't target that. He's at 6. You might want to target his 4.5 best. But I do like his pitcher fantasy score, which brings me to my next pitcher fantasy score. And we got another ace. That is Zach Wheeler going against the A's. Pitcher fantasy score, I do have him projected to get the win. Should go over his strikeout line. He should easily clear his pitcher fantasy score. That's probably going to get bumped to 40.5. Pitching outs, they actually have his pitching outs at 14.5. So this is a free square basically here at pitching outs. I mean, I wanted to take Paul Skeens pitching outs at 14.5. But here's your alternative. Perfect option. Free square. 14.5. Pitching outs, Gobby. Best option for Zach Wheeler. If you're looking for a double up, that is an excellent option. Fantasy scores will be my top regular prop for him. So let's head on over to WNBA. And we started red hot with WNBA the first 4 days. Unfortunately, the last 2 days, we've hit, the reads were right. It's just the pairing has been off. If you're on my cord, the reads have been there. It's just the pairings have been a little bit off. So hopefully we bounce back today. We got 4 WNBA games, so I'm going to target the studs. I will have a separate slip out for that. Play of the day, Azura Stevens should have a big game against the Valkyrie. New expansion team for WNBA. Azura Stevens, you can target Hamby as well or Kelsey Plum. In this spot, Azura Stevens is my go-to player. Everything's in play. Fantasy score, I also like her first half fantasy score. I think those two are my play of the days for WNBA. Let's head on over to the wagon, Skylar Diggins. And for her, fantasy score will probably be my top option at 35. PRA is also an option. Points is solid at 18.5. She's had 21 in both games this season. So Skylar, Azura. Then we got Marina Mabry. That's a popular option. I do have her bouncing back, but as you can see, she's gone under. So maybe the popular is giving an under, but I think she's going to have a big game against the Lynx. But I'm going to fade her in this spot and target another wagon, and that is Satu Sabali. For her, fantasy score or first half fantasy score are options. Courtney Williams is the one who chalked for us. He came a bucket short from our ladder day challenge. Bounce back right here. Courtney Williams, points and assists. That's another option. Most likely I will target her. Collier, she's been cashing her points. Here against Connecticut, she might regress. I'm gonna stay away from her in this matchup against Connecticut. Sabali, Diggins, Stevens, and there's one more, and that is Tina Charles. And her points or fantasy score could also be in play. Let's check her fantasy score. And she is at 34. Not bad. She had turnovers against the Aces. She had a big game against Washington. Aces are similar to the Lynx. So pivot to her points best. Since she will have some turnovers against a top team in the Minnesota Lynx. So I think her points is the best option here. So you got 14.5. Yeah, she's mostly a scorer. So I think her 16.5 is solid. So these are the 4 that I like for WNBA. So mix and match, gave you plenty of props. All of them are over on DG Fantasy, over a 52.6% hit rate to go over with the given props I given in each sport. So mix and match, it's Flex Friday, it's protected. Don't stress about it. Put in your slip. If you want to double up, obviously you can take any of these lines and go with the Gobby route and just mix and match with your best regular lines. Hope y'all have a great weekend. If you're interested in the Discord, the link in the description below. Other than that, have a great weekend and see you guys in the next one.